Good evening, everybody. I am honored this evening to give the Proclamation for America Recycles Day. It was a couple days ago, but that's okay because here in Rockville, every day is Recycling Day. So, whereas to highlight the environmental and community benefits of recycling, businesses, industries, government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and individuals have all joined together to celebrate America Recycles Day. And all those organizations will encourage their employees, customers, membership, and residents to pledge to reduce waste and buy more recycled content. And whereas Rockville residents generated more than 10,168 tons of refuse in fiscal year 2024, and Rockville residents recycled 4,044 tons of materials in the fiscal year 2024 through the city's convenient single-stream recycling program, and composted or mulched an additional, 3,628 tons of organic yard waste and 108 tons of food compost. And whereas Rockville's residential recycling rate was 43% in fiscal year 2024, now therefore, the Mayor and Council of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim November 15th, 2024, as America Recycles Day in the city of Rockville. We call upon all residents to recycle as much as possible and spread the word about the need to reduce waste by reusing, recycling, composting, and buying recycled products. I move the proclamation.
It's been moved and seconded by Dr. Miles. All those in favor, please raise your hand and say aye.
And we have our own environmental. She runs our amazing recycling program here in Rockville. Erica Shingauer, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor and Council, and thank you all members of our community that recycle, and special thanks to all our team and the crews that work every day collecting all these tons of materials for our community. And just a quick plug that we opened our third food waste compost drop-off station at Twimbrook Community Center, so we welcome you to participate. We also have compost stations at the Senior Center and at the Rothgeb Maintenance Facility. So thank you and keep recycling.
Thank you so much.
Picture.
Don't get away that easy.
I know.
Seemed like it was gonna get on the platform.
Thank you so much.
This is Councilmember Jackson, it's me, right?
No, you're doing
I thought it was municipal government, right?
municipal government.
Yeah, I'm just making sure. Okay. All right, I've got the pleasure to talk about municipal government and how well it works and how we're celebrating that this month. Before I do so, though, I think it's important to recognize those who help make our municipal government work. So I would ask that anybody who's either an employee of our municipal government, whether through the police department or city hall or any other department, or serves on any boards or commissions in the city of Rockville, to please stand.
If you're able.
If you're able to. Thank you. You are all what makes municipal government work. Whereas Maryland is home to 156 other municipalities, and whereas municipal government represents the most responsive form of government, with individuals being able to directly access their elected officials. And whereas in an effort to educate the residents on what municipal government is all about and the needs for involvement, the city of Rockville is proud to promote municipal government awareness. And now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of the City of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby join the Maryland Municipal League in declaring the month of November 2024 as a Municipal Government Works Month in Rockville, Maryland, and call upon the people of Rockville to join others across the United States in recognizing and participating in this special observance. Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
Councilmember Shaw, stop seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand and say aye.
Hey, aye. Do we have someone from Rockville? We have Barak Matite to come and accept and say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. On behalf of all the city employees, we thank you for passing this proclamation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judy leaves.
No picture.
Judy's running up. We appreciate our municipal employees. Thank you.
Incorrect.
Dr. Miles, you're next.
Good evening again. I have the solemn responsibility of reading this proclamation about Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. Like many of these proclamations, this one hits close to home. I lost my grandfather to pancreatic cancer shortly after starting my first run for city council back in 2019. It's a vicious disease. It takes folks quick. And perhaps you may not know of anybody directly who has contracted or dealt with pancreatic cancer, but a lot of y'all watch Jeopardy, and you remember Alex Trebek also dealt with it too. We have city employees. I recently learned an uncle of mine this past weekend's in hospice because of it. So sober, but I'm glad that we are taking a moment to recognize it. Whereas Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month is recognized each November as a time to bring understanding and response to the disease and individuals and families affected by it. And whereas pancreatic cancer is the fourth leading cause of cancer death in the United States. In 2024, more than 66,000 Americans are expected to be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer here in the United States, and nearly 50,000 will die from the disease. And whereas currently there unfortunately is no cure for pancreatic cancer, there have been no significant improvements in survival rates in the past nearly 50 years. When symptoms of pancreatic cancer present themselves, it is usually too late for an optimistic prognosis. Pancreatic cancer accounts for about 3% of all cancers in the United States and about 7% of all cancer deaths, and is slightly more common in men than in women. Now, therefore, the mayor and council of the city of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim November 2024 as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month and call upon the people of Rockville to join their fellow residents in the community and across the region to participate in raising awareness and moving towards finding a cure. With that, Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
Councilmember Jackson seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand and say aye.
All right. I don't know that we have anybody here to receive it.
It was you.
Oh, was it me? Oh, it's all good. I'll step aside, but thank you all for this proclamation.
All right. I have the honor of proclaiming Small Business Saturday. Whereas the city of Rockville, Maryland celebrates our local small businesses and the contributions they make to our local economy and community. According to the United States Small Business Administration, there are currently 33.2 million small businesses in the United States, which represent 99.9% of all businesses with employees in the United States. And whereas small businesses employ 46.8% of the employees in the private sector in the United States, and whereas small businesses have a positive impact on their community by creating jobs, contributing to local charities, organizing and sponsoring local events within their community. Now, therefore, the mayor and council of the city of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim November 30th, 2024, as Small Business Saturday, and urge the Rockville community and communities across the country to support small businesses and merchants during this day and throughout the year. And I believe we have Margie Graff with the Rockville Chamber of Commerce. But first, Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
Councilmember Valeri seconds. All those in favor, please raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Councilmember Jackson. Good evening, Mayor Ashton, members of the council. It is both an honor and privilege to accept this citation on behalf of the Greater Rockville Chamber of Commerce in celebration of Small Business Saturday. On behalf of our board, our members, and the entire business community, I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Mayor and Council for this recognition. This citation is not just a reflection of the hard work and resilience of our small businesses, but also a testament to the power of community collaboration. Small businesses are the backbone of our local economy. They create jobs, contribute to the vibrancy of our neighborhoods, and provide personalized services that large corporations simply cannot replicate. Today, as we celebrate small business all the time, not just on the 30th, we are reminded of how much these businesses contribute, not just in terms of economics, but in the sense of pride and identity they help create in our community. We are fortunate to live in a community where the value of small businesses is recognized and supported at every level. The Chamber of Commerce plays a crucial role in this by advocating for local businesses, offering valuable resources, and fostering a spirit of partnership among business owners. We are grateful to work alongside so many passionate entrepreneurs who dedicate themselves to making this community a better place to live, work, and shop. To the Mayor and Council, thank you for your ongoing support of small businesses and for this recognition today. Your commitment helps ensure that our local economy remains strong and sustainable for future generations. For every $100 spent at a locally owned business, $68 stays in the community. Finally, to the many customers and residents who continue to choose to shop local and support local businesses, we thank you. Your support is what makes days like today possible, and we couldn't do it without you. We are excited to continue working together with all of you to strengthen our community and grow our local businesses. Thank you again to the Mayor and Council and everyone here today. We are proud to represent the small businesses that make this community unique, and we look forward to many, many more years of collaboration and success.
I have the honor this evening to read the proclamation on the World Day of Remembrance for victims of road traffic incidents. Part of my story of how I got here was a woman who was killed on a residential street in Twin Brook. She was crossing a residential street on a sunny day in the daytime, simply going to work. And so I always think of her on this day and on every day that I work on pedestrian safety. Whereas the Global Status Report on Road Safety, launched by the World Health Organization in December 2018, found that road traffic injuries are now the leading killer of people ages 5 to 29. And whereas more than half of all road traffic deaths are among vulnerable road users, such as pedestrians, cyclists, and motorcyclists. And whereas every year, the objectives of World Day of Remembrance are to provide a platform for road traffic victims and their families, to remember all people killed and seriously injured on the roads, acknowledge the crucial work of the emergency services, draw attention to the generally trivial legal response to culpable road deaths and injuries, and advocate for an appropriately serious response. Advocate for better support for road traffic victims and their families, and to promote evidence-based actions to prevent and eventually stop further road traffic deaths and injuries. And now, therefore, the Mayor and Council of Rockville, Maryland, do hereby proclaim November 17th, 2024, as World Day of Remembrance for Road Traffic Victims, and encourage everyone in Rockville to acknowledge and remember the victims of road traffic incidents, and to take safety precautions when driving on or crossing roads. Madam Mayor, I move the proclamation.
Seconded by Councilmember Fulton. All those in favor, please raise your hand and
And to accept the proclamation, we have the chair of the Transportation Mobility Commission, Kathleen Kleinman.
All right. I just want you to know you have community members that are focused on this issue, but we need help. We're in a recruitment phase, and anyone who has been touched by these experiences, we are looking for you to join us either through a public comment period or as an actual member working on trying to advise the city on how to prevent these traffic deaths and accidents, and how Rockville can change its ways and its procedures so that these don't continue into the future, especially at the rate that they're going now. We know we have a Vision Zero, and it depends on everybody in all departments of the city to focus in on this issue as part of their work. But we need help. So I'm want to mention we are recruiting for the Bicycle Advisory Committee, the Pedestrian Advisory Committee, and the Transportation and Mobility Commission itself. So please, look, if you have a personal interest in this, we'd love to hear from you.